Hi, my name is Ogi, and I'm the founder and president of the Global Leadership University, which is one of the leading private institutions of higher learning located in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. And I'm also currently a doctoral student at the University of Pennsylvania's Graduate School of Education. My research topic is in higher education leadership. Okay, so the book is called On the Balcony, A Mongolian Dream. So it's kind of an interesting name because the metaphor on the balcony has a very deep meaning. It's kind of a metaphor. When I was a graduate student at Harvard University, Kennedy School of Government, many of the professors used to say, get on the balcony, think about the big picture, reflect on your own life, right? So every time, every classroom, every lectures I attended, it was a lot about thinking, reflecting, seeing the big picture, right? So that's why I took the metaphor, get on the balcony, and decided to name my book. Why? Because when I was at Harvard, I was thinking a lot about my life and also my purpose for the future, and also I was concerned about Mongolia's future, how Mongolia should transform its socio-economic situation, what are the problems with Mongolian political system, and what we should do in the future. So it's really a compilation of my research and my reflection of my time at Harvard. Future. Okay, so currently Mongolia has many problems, just like any other country, right? So one of the main problems is the economy. We are too driven and we are too dependent on mineral income. So when the mineral income, the price of copper or price of coal goes up and down, our economy kind of fluctuates. So I think my dream, my Mongolian dream, is to really create a knowledge economy, right? Just like South Korea. South Korea is one of the strongest economies in the world because South Koreans invested heavily into higher education. They have the best universities. They educated the best engineers in the world. So my dream is similar, is that Mongolia needs to invest into higher education. Mongolia needs to send its students abroad to bring knowledge home so that we can create companies like Samsung, we can create companies like Hyundai, right? LG and all these big companies in Korea, so that we want to do it in our own way, right? So that's I think the number one thing we need to do is the economy, change the economy, and go away from the mineral dependency to more knowledge-intensive economy. So that's the big picture of what I believe that our country need to do. If we have a good economy, if we have a prosperous economy, we can fix the political situation. We can fix the environment. We can do a lot of other things. So this book was first written in English, actually, when I was a student there. Then I wrote it, I guess, both in English and Mongolian. So this is published on Amazon. This was one of the bestsellers in 2018 in Mongolia. And then I self-published it on Amazon. So this year in 2023, I wanted to do, I worked with a professor, several professors, to translate this book into Korean language. The reason is that Koreans and Mongolians they say that we have similar ancestry, okay? So we have similar culture, we are geographically close to each other. And in South Korea, for example, the estimation is about 50 to 60,000 Mongolians live in South Korea. So we are very connected with South Korea economically, socially, culturally. We think we are brothers and sisters, okay? So for that reason, I wanted to present this idea to my Korean friends that Mongolia needs you, South Korea. Mongolia needs you, Korea, to help us,
Okay.
to be like you. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the idea. Like if many people understand what the connection between Mongolia and Korea, and we help each other, we can be better together. That's the idea. So this is like any age readers, like young students can read this, or middle-aged people, or elder people, senior people. Everybody can read it. It's really written in a story-like style. It's nothing very technical. It's I'm telling my story of a kid from an ordinary family in Mongolia going to the U.S., getting an education, getting on the balcony, and then coming back to Mongolia and doing something, setting up his university and helping other students to succeed. So it's a story of the success, right? It's a story of success. So if any student or any young person reads this book, and my hope is they get inspired by it, right? So what is a good book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good book is not a very beautifully printed or beautifully written book. The best book is one that inspires you. So the meaning is inspired. The root meaning in Latin meaning is inspirare. Okay, so that means, the match, right? You put a match, light up your heart. So if you read this book, and get inspired to do something, right? I want to be like Ogi. I want to go to Harvard like him. I want to start a school. I want to start a company. That's all I want. I want people to be inspired. I want their hearts to be lightened up, their minds to be open. That's all I want to accomplish with this book.
Okay, thank you very much for your interview. Thank you.
Thank you.